Welcome to this video about Thorpe Hamlet. Firstly, where is Thorpe Hamlet? For the purposes of this video, it's the area bordered by Thorpe Road, Riverside Road, Ketts Hill, Plumstead Road and Harvey Lane. Some of this area has already been covered in Lost Norwich videos, and I'll list those at the end. This is the view of St Leonard's Road from Rosary Road, and from here we'll move swiftly up to the corner of Ella Road and the area between this corner and Marion Road, which currently looks like this. This was the site of Thorpe Hamlet School, which was badly damaged in the war in 1942. A bit further along St Leonard's Road, this is the 2025 view of the Jubilee pub, which looked like this 30 years earlier, and like this back in 1952. The pub has been here since 1887. On the opposite side of St Leonard's Road is Malvern Road, and this corner site was once occupied by Raven's Stores. The shop was destroyed in the war and the family were killed. Opposite is Beatrice Road, looking like this in 2025 and traffic free in this early photo. Beatrice Road, along with Ethel, Ella, Marion, Florence and Primrose Roads, collectively are known as the Sisters Roads, named after the 6 daughters of Norwich lawyer Isaac Bugg Coates, who acquired and developed the land. This is Ethel Road, where I believe at the top left hand side of the street there had been located this building described as Ethel Road School Hall, which was specifically a Sunday school dating from 1892, continuing as such until it was bombed in the Second World War. Returning to St Leonard's Road, and on the corner with Guelph Road, is the Fish Bar, which in a previous incarnation had been Pye's shop and had looked like this. Let's take a little detour into Guelph Road. As you can see on this 1926 map, it ends in a footpath on the left hand side, and this footpath led to the back of the Nest football ground. That footpath is still there and provides commanding views over the city, as can be seen from this sunset view. It is in the position indicated on this 1932 photo and appears to have been an access point to the Nest Stadium. At this junction we'll follow St Leonard's Road off to the left, and a little way along, the top of Gas Hill currently looks like this. This had been the site of the Ship public house from 1848 until its closure in 1974. On the opposite side of St Leonard's Road and a little further along, we find this house on the corner of Saunders Court. This had been the Baker's Arms pub from 1861 until 2009. From this point, the present day St Leonard's Road, shown in red, turns sharply to the right as shown in blue, and our next view is looking in the direction of the green arrow, which in 2025 looks like this. This is the equivalent view along Camp Road, which existed until demolition, which took place from 1969 onwards. In the distance are houses on Ketts Hill and Britannia Barracks. The name of Camp Road, recalling Robert Kett's camp, is reflected in the present day Camp Grove. Continue to the end of St Leonard's Road as shown in yellow, and across Quebec Road we see the Quebec Guest House. This had been the Quebec Tavern from 1886 until 2016. Turn right on Quebec Road and follow it to where it meets Telegraph Lane East, and we find the William IV pub, seen here in an undated early 20th century image. Further to the southeast on Telegraph Lane East is Lionwood Infant School, which was once the location of the Crome Centre, demolished in 1999 and replaced by the housing of Stan Peterson Close. Stan Peterson was a former mayor of Norwich and a founder of the Chatterbox talking newspaper. Telegraph Lane was once no more than a footpath leading from Gas Hill to Yarmouth Road, was named after a visual messaging system located here because of its relative altitude to receive and send messages in the early 1800s. This 1880s map also refers to Telegraph Plantation and Telegraph Cottages. Let's head up onto Harvey Lane now, and the entrance to Woodrow Pilling Park, instantly recognisable in this equivalent photo from 1932. The park had been opened by Princess Mary in 1929. In 1990, temporary wooden chalets housed tenants of nearby housing on the park, while their permanent homes were being underpinned. I can't find out exactly where these buildings were located. Much more certain is the story of the nearby Mousehold house, with this photo dating from 1964. It had been built in the 18th century with additions by William Mayer in the 1820s. It was remodelled in 1969. This stone is difficult to read but refers to Sir Robert John Harvey, a distinguished soldier, Deputy Lord Lieutenant of Norfolk and Justice of the Peace, who lived at Mousehold House. Nearby Harvey Lane was named after his father. This location on Harvey Lane was the site of Morrison Lodge Public House from 1935 until 2005. This photo dating from the time of its closure. Finally, on Telegraph Lane West, this is St Matthew's Church, as photographed by George Plunkett in 1983, shortly after it had replaced an earlier church on St Matthew's Road, this photo dating from 1962. There had also been St Leonard's Church on Ketts Hill, this photo also from 1962, which closed in 1981, and the site now looks like this. Thank you for watching this video. Previous Lost Norwich videos, which have taken in different parts of Thorpe Hamlet, are listed here.